Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Architect. We're back on the server, of course. In the last episode, we actually set up something that I'm really happy about. So you might be a little bit confused as to what you're looking at, but to break it down, essentially what this machine's telling us is that over the time that it's been running, we have generated, through this setup right here, 386 source gems, right? 386 of these guys right here, worth about 8,000 EMC. And so then this number over here is actually the amount of EMC we have made. So it's that 8,000 number times by this. And so we have actually made 3 million, or I guess 3.1 million. Pretty cool. That's EMC, 3.1 million EMC from leaving this guy running. Very nice. Very happy about that. Now, there is one thing you guys told me, which was extremely helpful. And we can actually make a quick little change here by grabbing these little cards out. And that changes by changing this integer, which you guys let me know is a whole number. Listen, I was probably told that in school many times, but who listens in school? Anyway, this integer, we want to turn it into a double, and that actually gives us the ability to do decimal points. So for example, instead of having 8,000 and it's a big number, we could do, I guess, 8,000. So we could do 8.192. Oh, that's not a 2. Oh, that's not even a 1. How did I, hear me out. How did I press the wrong 1 and the wrong 2, but not the wrong 9? Listen, we don't know. But anyhow, I now have 8 point this. Can I put letters in here? No. Okay. There must be a different thing to put letters in, but we'll see how this works. So I'm going to now replace that integer with this double variable, I guess. But then, will that work with multiplication? Because this tells me that I need a number. And the number is, I guess, the orange text. And this obviously isn't really the right thing. Let's see. It's giving me a tick here. So we'll chuck in our variable card and it'll upgrade it. So we'll see if this works. Once again, we're going to chuck the variable card that we made, the double. And then the inventory count, which we're getting from the inventory reader in case you missed that episode. And then finally, the variable card that multiplies it in here. And now, what do we see? I mean, it works, right? Like, what we can see here is, we've got what? 3,162,000, right? That made it so much harder to read. I'll tell you what, let me mess around with these a little bit. I'll try to find something that's, like, readable. And if you guys have any tips on how to, like, even just add, like, some commas in there, let me know. Because I guess I can edit it to be millions. I'll show you what that'll look like, actually. Okay, so, I was trying to figure out if I could put like an M onto it somehow. Can't figure out how that works. But anyhow, I've got it currently at 0.00 and then our 8,000. And what this should do, if I update this guy right here, and then actually update that whole multiplication thing we did. So the double and the inventory count and then our variable card. What we should get is the million written. So what I mean by that is now we can see we have 3.1 million. Yeah, not horrible, not bad. Makes it a little bit easier to read, I guess, once you're at this level of earning that much EMC. But anyhow, this guy, as you might be able to see, isn't really running as fast as he can. He's just not. We need a lot more of that stuff, which is source. There's a few ways to get it. These ones coming from like mob farms and normal farms. But there's a sort of a lazy way to do it. And by lazy, I mean, maybe not lazy, but it's called a Volcanic Sourcelink. This guy right here, which apparently we can just craft. So I'll chuck that in there and then search Volcanic. Here we go. Double check I'm recording. Yep. Okay. So these guys, you can apparently feed them anything smeltable, like wood or coal or anything like that, and they will generate EMC. Now, another thing is, if we go ahead and grab the book from here, so a worn notebook, this guy right here, we can hold him now in our toolbar at the bottom here, and then hold control while hovering over the Volcanic Sourcelink, and it will tell us some information. In particular, it says something somewhere. We just need to find it. Or maybe it doesn't. No, here it is, I think. Right there. Okay, archwood logs will generate bonus mana, and blazing does more. So I want to search archwood, right? And here's some archwood logs. There's like cascading, there's vexing, flourishing, and then blazing. Now, blazing is worth 32 EMC, as is all this other stuff, which means That's probably what we're going to want. Now, I currently have... Ooh, we have flourishing archwood. You know what? I actually have a pretty nice idea on what I want to do. I want to set up multiple of these, and we can compare, I guess, how much source they're all creating. So, let's clear a little bit of space here, I guess. Yeah? Does that sound horrible? I'll create a floor or something to try and make it look a little bit nice. What's this stuff? Arcane stone. You know what? Maybe for this area, I could use some of these, those planks look disgusting. I mean, I guess we can, you know, like I guess it's not the end of the world. Let's actually learn some of that. How ugly do they look? You know what? They do have like a purple tinge, so they're not, you know, they could look worse, I guess is where I'm going with that. Okay, let me essentially replicate this design, but over here. All right, so I built this little design here, and I sort of realized I probably want to move it up one, or up a little bit. And I'll tell you why. My plan now is I'm going to, I'm going to do this first. So I'll right-click there and then shift right-click here to copy this. And then we'll go paste. I'll hover it there, click anchor, go to open GUI? No. Where is it? Edit placement. Maybe it is that. Essentially, I want it to be higher. Is that? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So I would like it to be one lower than that, I think. We very much built at like a bit. You know, I think there's actually where we want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in there. So that's fine. It's been built there for the most part. Apparently, we need a little bit more. But the reason for this is this bottom level. I want to have this be a vanilla wood one. So that way we can directly compare vanilla wood in these volcanic sourcelinks, archwood, and then the blazing archwood. And we can directly see using the, whatchamacallums, those things there, the relays. We can hopefully see how much source is being like sent around. I hope that works. I'll tell you what, we're going to find out. Okay, so here's how we're looking currently. I don't think it's bad. I think it's pretty cool. What I probably want to do is possibly a similar setup to what we have here. So we'll do like diagonals, like so, like this, like that, and like this. Then we'll have like pipes on this side. So we'll go pipe. I already know we're going to need a bunch of other stuff. So what's the other stuff? It's going to be an alchemical chest, probably one, but I mean, might as well grab more. And then entangled blocks. So we'll grab that and we'll grab a binder out. And this should be good. So like the pipes are going to go here and oh, they don't connect. Volcanic Sourcelink. I'm confused. Volcanic Source. I thought I meant to feed stuff into it. Because like these connect to cables, so that we know that these work for the crystallizers, but these don't seem to want to connect. I'm gonna have to consult the book again. I'm clearly missing something. Okay. I've noticed something horrible. It appears to happen when you throw it on the ground. That is not good at all. I'll tell you what, I will try a hopper because I really don't want to be doing that. Is this gonna... Are we gonna get some particles? The answer is no. Okay. While we're here, let's try something else. Let's see, can I entangle you and drop it like over here? Is that possibly something we can do? Can I then drop, you know, some logs on the ground? Do we... Anything happening over here? This guy lighting up? No, I don't think so. Okay. See, in single player, this is perfectly fine. Just set up something to drop some stuff. The problem is I'm on a server, and I'm about to be, like, suggesting this to a bunch of other people to do as well. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to do this right. Alright, well, anyhow, let's continue for now. I'm going to place some source jars here, and they should automatically, you know, collect everything that they need and fill up with some source. So, for example, if I don't know, drop some logs on the ground, they should all, oh yeah, they're having a time of their life generating some stuff. Beautiful. So what's next? I don't really know. I don't really know the best way to do this. What I could do is actually make a precise dropper. This guy right here. So let's grab a stack of those actually instead of the normal droppers. I should be able to place these, yeah, facing a direction. So for example, like that. And if I sort of do them in this like rotating fashion, like this, I can possibly, actually, It's going to be a little bit messy. Let's see if we can get one to work, right? Offset, delay, and the count. Indeed. Okay. What's even happening? This was meant to be a lot easier because I thought I could just pipe stuff in. And now I've just learned that, like, you can't do that. Let's give this guy power. So he's good. He's happy. If I say he doesn't require redstone, and I preview where it's going to go, and I get this render to be, it's currently there, I get it to go there, and then I chuck in some oak logs, what happens? Okay, they're going into my magnet. That's to be expected. Let's just go ahead and turn my magnet off. Where do they go? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So as you can see, they're sort of jumping all over the place. This is not safe. This is not safe at all. I can't condone that. That is not the way to do it. It's working at the moment, but it's too random. Like, it's bouncing over there. I don't want that to happen. So what we're probably gonna have to do instead is place them here. There we go. That's a nicer place to put them. What we should be able to do then is have them to precisely drop on a location. So, for example, if I go ahead and place a flux point here, this guy's got power now. Yep. Require redstone. Let's move that offset right there into that square right here. Now if I place the oak logs in, see, they get magically, like, teleported onto that block. Beautiful. It sort of does like an animation as if it's, like, bouncing anywhere, but you can see it teleports right into the center. Ideally, that's what we want, right? What next? I don't really know. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I reckon I bring this flux point with me because there's a few things I need to do here. One is I need to entangle each of these. So I need to go like, I need to grab this guy and go like boom, boom, boom. One of you needs to be that. One of you needs to be that. The reason I'm doing this is then I can fill them up with not only power somewhere else, but the logs themselves. That should be doable. So for example, I can grab all these, and then I can go, I don't know, not too far away. I don't want to, you know what? I can do it in front. Yeah. This should be fine. Let's break this, and this. Place these guys down like so. Then I should be able to chuck in the flux point right in the middle. That should connect automatically and provide them with power. That should be perfectly fine. I probably want to do the same thing for the items, right? I want to go like here. I want to go bam, 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 and bam. Let me go ahead and entangle these off camera because it's just a bit tedious at this point. All right, they're all hooked up. The next thing I probably want to do is place an item pipe. And then I'm thinking I slap an alchemical chest on top and then possibly entangle it over at the base. And then this will provide it with the wood. So if I place this guy here, can I actually manage to reach under there? Oh, not there. Reach under here on the pipe and make it extract. Bam. Oh, yes, it's now extracting. Beautiful. I can probably also surge pipe and chuck in a pipe upgrade just to get it to go a little bit faster so that, like, you know, we can keep up with whatever goes in there. So that should be fine. Now, this guy I'm going to entangle. A lot of entangling in this episode, I'll tell you that much. We'll fly back over to the base. Currently, this is where we have our stuff. We will have to make a room for all these entangled blocks at some point. We'll have to. We'll have to, okay? It'll happen. It'll happen. What do I need to do? I need to get an exporter. We'll get an advanced exporter, and we'll get just a stack upgrade, and that should be fine. That should be plenty. Chuck this guy here, put in the stack upgrade, and then I want to tell him to just do normal oak logs. That's the test I want to do. So what we should see now is each of these droppers should be full of chests. Some of them are currently functional, some of them are not, so that's there. All of these need to be offset by 1. So that's something easy we can do. And now you might also have noticed something else, and that is these guys can increase the count. For example, I can have it drop a stack at once. As you can see, it's dropping a lot more stacks than we're using. A lot more. Like, my inventory is full. That's an issue. We need to turn this off. We need to turn this off, and we need to put the logs away. That is a very, very dangerous problem. So don't do that. Don't do that. As you can see, these 2 of them seems to be good enough. I think if I did 3, we'd actually get some drops, or even 2, sorry. Let's see, I'm going to up this to 2. Let's have a look. you can see when it splashes, there's still leftover logs. There's a lot of leftover logs. Like I'm picking up what, like 10 already? You gotta keep it at 1. 1 seems to be like more than enough. Not more than enough. Enough. Sorry. So all of these are at 1. Perfect. That is all we want. This should be enough to have all of these guys running at once. Now you might be wondering, hey, this still looks very risky. I agree. That's where the next thing comes into play. I'm going to grab an item collector. I'm going to grab an item trash can. I'm going to grab... What do I want to grab? I want to grab... honestly, that's pretty much it. Actually, no. I want to grab a timer. So we're going to grab a timer from RF Tools Utility because it's nice and easy. It works well. We'll grab this. And I would also like to grab a repeater and a bit of redstone just to know that this works. So what we can go ahead and do is slap it down over here. Do you place it this way? Yeah. So we've got an item collector. This guy's obviously going to be collecting our items. And I want him to have some pretty big height. And that's currently the range he's going in. He doesn't need to be that big at all. He can be a little bit bigger than the structure. Yeah, that's a pretty decent size right there. So at the moment, he's picking up everything. I obviously don't want him to pick up everything. He's too fast. I would like him to pick up when he gets redstone. That's where the timer comes into play. So what I should be able to do is have a repeater here. We'll add maximum delay. The reason I do this is because this timer here spits out a little pulse. Oh, let's go ahead and pick this guy back up again real quick. Here we go. Place him there. He spits out a little pulse, right? He just goes, boop, a little... It's like a tick worth of redstone. And because we're on a server, sometimes that doesn't go through, which means it's not gonna pick things up. So you want to have like a repeater or something just to make that tiny little pulse just a bit longer so that we know for sure that the redstone's working. It still might work the other way, but this is a little bit of a safety precaution. The next thing we want to do is make this happen at a delay. So 20 ticks is 1 second. So I'll do a little bit of math on my calculator and figure out like a nice little time to do. I'll tell you what, I wasn't sure what's a good time. I think if I do this, 2,400, I believe that's 2 minutes worth, right? Now, the reason why I'm doing that, you might think that's really short of a time, that's too long of a time. If this breaks, like if for some reason these guys aren't being used, that's a lot of wood that's dropped on the ground in 2 minutes, possibly even too much. But on the flip side, if this is working perfectly, every 2 minutes, this guy's going to pick up, to be honest, he's going to pick up what? Like 8 logs? Let's lower this. Have it do it every minute. So that's going to be 1,200 every minute. Now, once again, obviously that's like not as efficient as it could be, but we're on a server. So sometimes certain things need to be a little bit less efficient than we otherwise would want. So that's good. But once again, quite a bit of logs here. Now, you know what? I will do this. I'm going to grab an EMC link. In fact, you guys have been telling me to like upgrade these. So I'll grab an EMC link 2. And this will do 4 items per second, which actually, can we do 8 items per second? It's a 9 mil. We can afford it though. It's about 10 mil. I'm going to do this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to have an EMC link right here. We could just like entangle blocks. You don't need these, but I mean, we might as well grab it. We're going to grab our item pipe. We're also going to grab in some pipe upgrades. We'll grab an advanced one. Why not? I'm going to slap this item pipe here. We'll have him wrenched. Inside of this guy, I'm going to open him up and say nearest first. That means he will place it into the EMC link and then the trash can. And then we'll place an item pipe. And there we go. All of this stuff's going to get, some of it's going to get voided, but all of the new stuff that we get whenever this ticks should go right into the EMC link. So we save a little bit of EMC and then he goes into the trash can if for some reason it can't go into the link. Now, another important thing to do is press F3 and G. What that'll do is it'll show you chunks. So these are boundaries of a chunk. We are within one chunk. Typically, you want everything within one chunk because that means if this chunk is loaded and this stuff is running, so is this stuff here. And once again, the trash can's there just in case the link stops working, something stops working at your base. It has somewhere to just get rid of it so that it's not on the ground crashing in the server. So yeah, we're actually very lucky. I didn't plan this at all, but we are lucky and we're within a chunk. I really should do this more often because it's a lifesaver on servers having things within one chunk. So yeah, this is it. That's it. Now, one thing we need to do real quick is actually set up the relay. So I'm going to search at ours. we're going to go Dominion Wand, and we're going to grab Source Relay. I'm going to place the Source Relay right in the middle here. I'm going to, I believe, right-click on it, and then right-click where I want it to go, which is right into this, whatever it is. I think that's what I want to do. Bam. And what we should see is spurs of energy being spat out. Maybe I should have chat on for this. Okay, okay. Oh, no, that's not good. These source links are actually sending their stuff directly to the guy over there. Where I wanted it to... I wanted it to be separate. Oh, that's very annoying. That is infuriatingly annoying. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Not yet, anyway. That's very annoying, though. That is actually extremely annoying. Is there a way to have it not do that? Like, why is it not going to those jars there? Why is it going up? It's going directly into the crystallizers. I mean, it's fine. I just wanted to see it. You know what I mean? I wanted to see how much we were generating. And also, these guys here aren't seemingly going anywhere. So it's like, I'm a little bit lost. I'll be honest. I don't really... I feel like this isn't working as I wanted it to. Ooh, okay, wait, I actually figured it out. I need to set the source jars. I forgot that. So you right click on the source jar and you have it take from, or you have the relay take from it. So source jar essentially sends to the relay. There we go. Okay, now we can actually see the rate that we're going at. And as you can see, currently, I'm not sure if there's maybe a buffer of source that we're burning through, but that is a lot faster rate than that one over there, coming out of delay. So, how's he going? Is it good? How's this guy going? We're at what? 3.1 still? Okay. I don't know what I expected, but okay. Sure. Now, we're going to have to replicate this up here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got to replicate that up there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I guess I'll be back. All right, do you know what? It looks like it's actually slowed down. Because look at this. This is still running, but the beams have stopped, and they only happen every so often. Very nice, very nice. Okay, we'll actually be able to see whether these are worth it or not. Let me continue placing this stuff down then. Okay, this stuff's pretty much set up. I'm just obviously putting in the pipe upgrade here. So that guy goes in there. Doesn't really matter what he's on. This guy, of course, gets entangled. And now we're going to see what exactly the archwood logs do to this whole setup here. So once again, we'll extend this chain a little bit. Because I'm interested to see if it's like insane. You know what I mean? Like it might just be like a necessity, or it could just be like, if you happen to have them, use them. If not, like, don't stress. He's still generating a decent amount. So we're going to go flourishing archwood log. We're going to put in the stack upgrade. That should be good. This should actually start up already. Yep, there we go. I don't know if I linked the middle bit. I guess we'll see once the source jars send into it. Okay, the source jars look like they're just sent. So maybe let me go ahead and, what do? I right click this guy, position set, and then I right click on this guy here, and it will send. Okay. So far, once again, he probably had a little bit of a buffer. He's been running for a few seconds. Oh, it looks like the buffer's gone. Okay. So he sent one. Okay. The bottom one sent one. This is going to be difficult. The top one. The bottom one sent one again. And then the top one sent one. It's a little bit faster. Oh, it's sent a second one. Huh. Hold on. I'm a little bit confused. Where are we getting this stuff from? The thing I want to make sure is that I don't want the actual volcanic guys sending anything. You know what I mean? I want it to be going through the source jars, which I think it is doing. Just sometimes this guy shoots two at once. Okay, yeah. I mean, sure. Honestly, sure. Okay. I don't know if I'm too happy about what I've seen. Another thing we can do real quick is have this guy extend even higher to make sure that he covers that level 2, which is pretty cool. You don't need to set up a new item collector, so that should be good. Yeah, there we go. So that's the archwood. Let me know if I'm using the wrong archwood or something, but there it is. Sure. That should hopefully make us some EMC. I'll be honest, at the moment, I don't know if we're turning a profit. Now, they're all worth 32 EMCs, so, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't be, but, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me know as well what my issue is here. Is it just these aren't enough source links, or... Yeah, because I really don't know. Now, blazing archwood. One would assume it's in the Nether. So, hey, I want to do it. I want to test it out because they specifically, the book said, archwood generates more mana, or, you know, more source, but blazing archwood does even more. I was also told, I believe, to check the other side of my portal because there's a gift. Okay, what am I, a little bit of frame rate lag. It's a house of gold. Oh, okay, hold on. The camera mod. And a bunch of dislocators. What do I do? What do I do? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna claim it. Just so that, you know, no one breaks it or anything. And another episode. I wasn't prepared. I thought when they said I left you something, I thought there was going to be like a little chest with like I don't know, a single diamond. And I was going to be like, oh, look at that. I didn't expect a house of gold with like a portal to, I would say Narnia, but Narnia was a lot less ominous. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. Anyhow, we need blazing archwood, so let me, I guess, fly around and look for blazing archwood. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I imagine it's an orange tree, right? Like if I search archwood, it's red tree. It's going to be a red blazing archwood. Okay, red tree. We could look at the map, but see, here's the problem. Everything's red. So where am I going to find a red tree? I'm actually looking at the bottom right here, using the things at the bottom of the screen to see, like withering woods, nether wart blocks. Okay. This stuff's going to have to happen off camera, most likely. I'm going to be looking around for quite a while. There's actually some really nice trees looking here. Anyway, I will return when either I find the tree or I find something that looks cool. I'd love to find it on camera without any cuts, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, I do see plenty of red things. I just want to see them before we check them. They are netherwort blocks. I also don't know why my, like, what do you call it? My bar has gone in the top left. I'm sure I pressed something. Let me have a look for that. You know, I was exploring the Nether, and then I thought I started recording, but I didn't. But essentially, I found out that there were archwood forests in the overworld. And the picture of the archwood forest was a red tree, so I'm like, okay, hold on. They might spawn in the overworld. And upon seconds of going back into the overworld, I looked at my map. This stuff's like granite, a little bit of lava, but each of these dots are archwood. There's even like some over here hiding amongst the trees. There's quite a few. So in the overworld, the blazing in the name is deceptive. It is very deceptive. So without further ado, here we go. We now have blazing archwood. Beautiful. We can chuck that in the system. We now have infinite blazing archwood. I'm going to go back to the base and I'm going to replicate that extra little level we have. Okay. We're pretty much there. I feel a bit guilty doing a bunch of it off camera, but we have this other level. All of these have been configured. It's pretty much ready to go. All that's left is obviously the other alchemical chest we're setting up. This guy, of course, is going to have the the blazing logs in it. That is the whole point of this. And then I guess we'll see how much it does. After seeing the small increase from the normal archwood, I feel a bit skeptical. Like, I don't necessarily know if it's going to be as good as, I don't know, maybe the effort. I mean, to be fair, I've built these other ones for no reason. Ideally, you'd build one and you just use the blazing because it's easy to find. Like, it's not a super rare resource. You know what I mean? So, like, in theory, it shouldn't be that good, but also, like, come on. You know, surely it's good. Or otherwise, what's the point? What's the point in it being, you know, slightly better? Why? Why bother? But anyhow, we'll see. Stack upgrade and then blazing archwood. So here we go. This guy should already be up and running. Everything should already be toggled. As you can see, the stuff's being burnt up. Looks good to me. And it should send it down when it's ready. I do believe I've linked it. Yep. So we can see the beam come down. It's a little bit tricky to see because these beams get in the way, but this is sort of what we're dealing with. I'll be honest. I'm seeing the middle one go off a lot more than even the top. I'm a little bit skeptical because what I'm thinking might be happening is that these guys themselves aren't sending it to the right jar, right? So can I possibly... Relay set to send to itself? Oh, you know what? We can actually have each of these sources go directly from the source, if that makes sense. Like, have a look at this. I can have these guys take directly. And I think that's increased our rate like tenfold, it looks like. So let's continue doing this. So is that working now? Hold on. What's it grabbing it from? You know what? That went into the jar. Hold on. Everyone freeze. I think I know what the issue is. If you remember when we looked at all of these relays, there was a depositor, there was a warper, there was a splitter. The splitter is what we want. So this is going to mean we want 4 lapis. So we're actually going to have to grab another one out. So let's go lapis. This is what we want. We want to come down here real quick. And we want to create this. What this should allow it to do is take from multiple sources. I think that's the current issue. I think it's not actually taking from multiple sources. So we have this down here. We need to place a relay in the middle. That should automatically start up. I imagine it's going to borrow some source from around it. Maybe. I'm not even sure if there's enough source, to be honest. But hey, it's spinning. So we're going to assume there is. I am recording. Yes, beautiful. And voila. We have the source relay splitter. So, for example, if we come under here, as you can see, it's only grabbing from that last one I linked, which is that guy right there. And it's not doing what it should do. So, if I go ahead and break this guy, we can go ahead and pick it up. Why not? I can place the splitter. Then what I want to do is I want to say, oh my god, they're all going up, it looks like. I want to send this guy into here. And I want to send this guy into here. And I want to send this guy into here. And I want to send this guy into here. And then the final kicker, I want to send this guy into this relay. And now it should work. Should, being the keyword there. Currently not doing anything, is it? Why is it not doing anything? Alright, let me relink all of these again. Alright, you know what? I had a new change of thought. I can't figure out how the splitter works, by the way. It's not doing what I want it to. But there might be a workaround, okay? I'll show you what that is. So I'm going to set this guy up again, so he's sending to the same spot. That should be fine. The workaround, I believe, is to tell this jar to go into... No, well, that doesn't really work. I wanted to have, like, this jar go into each jar, but that doesn't work. I think the solution is multiple relays. Like, just have 4 relays, right? And possibly even have them all go into one relay that sits in the middle, maybe? So, for example, I could have this guy go into here. That didn't... What? But yeah, this is working. Right-click this guy, send him in there. Right-click this guy, send him in there. Then right-click all of these and send him to the middle one. So that should hopefully work. Bear with me. And then right-click the middle guy and make sure, once again, he's going where he needs to go. And is this working? Do we have crazy amounts of source being transferred? The answer is no. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea. Oh, actually, I did see a bunch of stuff jump around, but I feel like it's not transferring. You know what I mean? Like, why is it not doing the thing? Huh? What's going on? Okay, at the moment, do you want to know what's happening? At the moment, everything that I have, all of them, are going into this one jar here, and then this source jar is sending it over. That's what's currently happening. That's literally, as you can see, that is what's happening. I mean, it works, you know? Can't fault it for working, because it works. Oh my god, hold on. We have not been playing for that long. Oh. No. Okay. That number looked... Oh my god, look at how long this is. That was... Okay. We've already doubled. We've doubled what it was the entire time that I was, like, you know, offline and stuff like that. Very, very interesting. Oh, but have a look up here. Oh, yeah, this is horrible. We've got a bunch of drops on the ground here. And I'm pretty sure we've got a bunch of drops because, like, the mana has nowhere to go. Okay, hold on. Is the issue that there's one disperser here and it doesn't have enough juice to disperse everywhere? Is that is that possible? Well, we don't really have a way to fix that. Alright, I've made another disperser. I'm going to place another disperser, or depositor, sorry, underneath here. And I want to see if maybe the top one's overloaded or something. So I'm going to get this one. I've also rearranged some stuff. I'm trying to get this to work. That's pretty much it. Really trying to get it to work. Source jar, relay set to take from source jar. So currently, this looks like it's working again. The wood looks like it's being eaten up. We're good. Perfect. Yep, all the stuff went to it. Okay, wonderful. So now I just need to do the same here. Of course. So we'll go ahead and grab the relay. Place the relay on top. Select the relay. Tell him, hey, go fill up this guy this time. That should be fine. And then what I should say is jar. Boom. And it says relay take from jar. That's good. Currently, as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff still on the ground. Hopefully, I want to see if it probably won't catch up, to be honest. I'm probably going to have to give it a little bit of a jump start here and pick this stuff up. But we should be good now. It looks like it's working. I'm pretty confident that it is. I think it might have just been overloaded. So let's set this one up as well. So boom, you can take from, and then you are going to follow me, and you're going to go into this guy. And we'll see if that's good enough. And then we'll pick up this stuff and see if it can keep up because, man, as you can see, very dangerous setup. Even the minute that we wait, like this is stacks upon stacks on the ground. I think I might even like lower it to be less than a minute. Like, yeah, a little backup. Yeah, it's honestly, it's too dangerous. Let's go. I guess we'll go 600. So like half a minute. That's a little bit better to get like everything picked up. Let's even just like make sure you pick up everything. All right, you know what as well? This top guy is not working, so I'm actually going to try something else. I'm going to try sending it here. Then I'm going to try sending this guy down here. And I'm even going to try sending this guy down into this. And then send this guy into the disperser. It's also possible that just the disperser is overloaded. I don't know. I really don't know. This top guy doesn't want to work. I think the disperser's overloaded. Like, he's got too much mana coming in at once, and he can't handle it. I wonder if just this one can actually go here. Let's see, are we getting any... He's sending. Hold on, we might be good. Let me pick this stuff up. We'll have another look at it in a second. From an angle. So, these levels, they're doing good. They don't have excess stuff on the ground, right? They actually do have a bit... I'll tell you what, I think the play here is to make multiple dispersers, one for each. So I'm going to get 3 dispersers total. I guess I'll place them down here in like a row or something. And that should be good. I think that'll actually take care of our issue. I keep saying dispersers, by the way. Depositors is what they're called. My bad. That's probably annoying for some of you. So this one's done as well. I'm going to place it here. So, once again, here's the play. This bottom one can go to the middle. Why not? This guy, I'm going to tell you, hey, you go to the left one. So that should be fine. He should go there. I don't think I need to like disconnect him from going to the middle because I think he can only send to one place anyway. So it's just overridden it. And then this guy, you take the right side. And is that now working? It is. Once again, I'm going to pick these stuff up just to get rid of the backlog and see if it still works. See if we're getting that overload again. These are all set the same. They're set the same as all on all the levels. Count 1, offset 1, delayed 10. 1, 1, 10. And then down here, 1, 1, 10. So they should all be identical. This part looks like it's doing good. Right? Yeah. Possibly like an extra log on the ground there, I think. So like if I pick this up, that should be fine. I think it's staying on top now. Yep, that's good. Up here, still excess. You know why? I think this genuinely makes too much sauce. The blazing stuff. It's too good. Let's also check back on our EMC. We're already at 7. We earned another mil. Okay. How do we fix this then? How do we fix that problem? You might be wondering. I don't know. How do we fix that problem? I think what we do is we get the splitter. Splitter. Here we go. We get the splitter. We replace this guy with a splitter. And then what I'm going to do is make another disperser down here, possibly even 2 dispersers, and have it send it to them. So I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let me make 2 more depositors, sorry, real quick. I do apologize for that. I imagine that's so annoying. You guys are probably like swearing at me. I know I do that when I watch people, and they just make the same mistake 20 times, and you're like, dude, what is wrong with you? All right, give me a second. Boom, 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 boom. Also, that guy's constantly on. Are we constantly making stuff? Very odd. I think we genuinely were. All right, we have 2 new depositors. One is there. The other is going right here. What we're going to do now is tell this guy at the top, hey, you can now not only send where you were, no. Where do you send? You send to the front, the right, and the back. So I think I can just keep assigning it places to send, and I think it will just send multiple. I think. I could be wrong, and I'll tell you what. We're about to find out. So, how many is it spinning? Oh, wait. I've also got to bind the jar real quick. So, bind the jar to the guy there. And have a look at that. You can actually see when it comes down, it's shooting 3. Now, where those 3 are going, when it does shoot the 3, is the front, this side, and the back. That's why it sort of looks like it's only sending 2. It's actually sending 3. So, this should be working flawlessly. Let's try again. Let's pick up these logs and make sure that when we look back at them again, there's only, well, none on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, the culprit right here. The blazing archwood, very good. Like, as you can see from this example, it's generating so much more source that not only can, like 3 depositors can't keep up with it. Both of these guys can, 1 depositor can handle them. This guy up here, he's got 3, and apparently that's not enough. What do I actually do here? What is the issue? Is the issue the source jar? Because, like, look, it's too much. Honestly, we might need to increase the delay and make this be a bit longer. Because I don't know what else to do. Even that, what's happening? Why is he not able to do it? Hold on. Can I tell you to send to there? No. Can I tell you to send to there? No. I want to... Hold on. No, I don't want you to do that. Can I have you go to there? Is that going to work? It says it is, but why isn't he picking this stuff up? Why is he not burning them? Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Is it because these guys are like full? They've all got enough. They literally don't need any more. You know what? I think that's possibly what it is. That is amazing. Hold on. Let's give something a try. I'm going to go crystallizer. I'm going to try placing more. The episode's pretty much done. I just want to see how this goes. So if I place this here and here, do they automatically get reached? Or do I need to like tell them to? I'm not sure, but I want to make sure that they've already got, or at least this one on the left already has a source gem in it. Extract. How are we looking? All right, so quick comparison. This is how the jar looks when it's not powered up. All the particles around it is when it is powered up. What we can see as well is if I place a source jar right here, I believe all the particles show up. Yep. As you can see, lots of particles. So, yeah. You can see lots of particles. Beautiful. So that should work perfectly. So I'm going to do that on all of these. So I'm going to place down 2 of these. I'm going to make sure that it's extracting. Possibly it might be worth getting a faster extract on these. Not sure. Yeah, not sure yet, but it is an option. So place those, then place the source jar, and I'll probably do one more check like off camera because like I don't even know if that is extracting. You know, I could just become a bat and just like walk around here and be like, oh, you know what? It's not extracting. Let's go underneath. Now it's extracting. How cool is that? I keep forgetting that like, you know, I can just be a smaller mob and actually reach these hard to go places. Okay, so we've essentially doubled our entire production here. What are we looking at up here? Is it now actually burning? You know what? It is. It actually is keeping up. Okay. So I think we're good. I think I can happily, like right now, it looks as if I could log off and in theory the server doesn't end. But that's still a risk. That's a problem. I'll keep you guys updated on that, whether that works. In terms of exporting the stuff, that should all be working. Everything should be working perfectly. Oh my God. Look at how much EMC we are at already. This number, each time it goes up, is 8,000 EMC in the bank. In the bank. This system has made us 8 mil. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty satisfied that this shows off a good example of the source being generated. Each of these beams you see are the source being generated. The bottom one, every time it goes off, that's how much just normal oak logs do. As you can see, not much at all. Like, at all. This one here is the, what's it called? The archwood logs. You can see it goes off, relatively often. It's definitely faster and it goes off more often than the bottom one. That's for sure. You can see it happening quite a little bit, actually. The top one is shooting at points 3 beams at once, or like 2 beams. Impressive. This is just by switching out the different wood that you put in them. So very much suggest setting up some blazing archwood. Very, very, very nice. Whew, okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you learned that the blazing archwood is actually worth getting. It's worth actually not just using oak wood. And also, an important thing is, hopefully you've learned something in terms of like, not only the splitters, using that splitter up there to make this guy able to actually empty all of his source, but also the fact that like these dispersive relays, they get overwhelmed themselves. It couldn't handle all the source at all. It just couldn't handle it. So we've actually had to make multiple relays down here, multiple depositor relays to get all that source. So if you notice a similar thing where you're like, hey, why is my source not outputting? It's not. It could be, but it's not necessarily that you don't have enough like crystallizers using up the source, but it could be your relays themselves being overloaded. So that's something that I've definitely learned this episode. So yeah, beautiful. I'm happy. I'm very happy. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who supported this series. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who supported me financially, whether it's you sitting behind the screen watching ads. That stuff helps me out big time. So thank you so much. It helps us keep these servers up and running. Ooh, quite a few people. Thank you to the donators who just send us money to help the server run. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, of course, to our channel members who are essentially doing the same thing. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for watching the video. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.